Feel like your tooth sensitivity isn't severe enough to deal with? What if I told you Sensodyne has a fast and simple remedy? New Sensodyne Clinical Repair starts to repair sensitive areas of teeth after 60 seconds. I'm so excited to introduce this new product to patients. New Sensodyne Clinical Repair is absolutely amazing.
Bow, bow, ba-da, bow, bow. What up? Welcome, Fluff. Welcome, Pinky. I know word. I do am word. Do give talk. Do am say. I think you made the right choice. Oh, 100%. Yeah, no, it was vaguely 2 years ago. I pulled my back so badly. Or a year ago. No, it was a year ago. It was last year. Because I was sitting here like 2 years ago, and I'm like, no, it's last year, because it was after the Switch 2 had released. I pulled something in my back so badly, basically my nerve pinched, and it locked completely, to where I ended up having to go to the hospital. I was bedridden for 4 days straight. Like, I wasn't allowed to leave the bed for 4 days. They gave me literally all the shit when they saw how badly it was locked up. Like, anything you could think of, they did. So, yeah, ever since then, I don't play. If I see that I could potentially flare it back up like that, I'm like, nope, cutting that shit off at the pass, I'll take a day off. What up, Caracal? I don't, this is technically an ad. Oh, it's Adam Driver riding a horse in the ocean? Okay. My internet is down, I think I have to use my phone as a hotspot. Oh, that sucks. That sucks bad. Here, you know what else sucks? Let me soapbox real quick. Hey, man. Hey, Amazon. Why did you roll out a new OS for your Fire Sticks that you're only forcibly deploying on one specific kind of Fire Stick, but that makes it impossible to access developer options? So I use a third-party streaming service. I'll put it that way. Those of you who know, know. I use a third-party streaming service, and I have a Zumo TV, and much the same, my TV, it's a smart TV, but they lock out the ability, and it's a very nice TV, I want to be clear. Great picture, good refresh rate, like, great color density. I got it at a great price. Y'all helped me get that, remember? Well, the problem is, the one bad thing about it as a Zumo TV is Zumo uses their own OS. It does not let you access the settings. You cannot, like the developer level settings, you cannot jailbreak the TV like you could with a Fire TV or something like that. It's like, okay, cool. Well, I've been dealing with, like, I would just watch it on my phone, whatever, but I can't cast it to my TV, so it's like, all right, fuck it. I'm gonna finally just bite the bullet and get a Fire Stick so that I can watch TV up here if I want. Makes sense. Apparently, if you specifically get the Fire Stick 4K Select, it comes with their new Vega OS that does not allow you to access developer options in any way. You can't sideload apps literally at all. So I put in a return, but now I have to get an alternative, but that was just very, very annoying. And yes, I'm 100% out jailbreaking a Fire Stick so that I can watch my own streaming service. Except now it's not going to be a Fire Stick. Now I'm just going to go to Walmart and get one of their ONN boxes. And before you judge me, I'm going to show you the app on my phone and show you what they just dropped on there today as a potential watcher. Like, you can't beat it. You can't beat it. Now, if any of you is looking for a new streaming service, and you like the idea of paying $160 a year to get both movies and existing TV services, TV series, as well as live TV and live sports and everything, hit your boy up. I'll get you the website and I'll give you my link, because we both get a bonus week of free time if you sign up on my link. That's damn near anything I can think of caring about, so. I'm giving people a chance to roll up before I hop in. I came in about halfway through that conversation, but I heard the important part. Slide your boy the link. I got you, Ragnarok. Like I said, it's $160 for a year. And this service, I will tell you right now, you do not have to worry about this service shutting down. I have personally used it for a minute now. The guy who got me on it has been using it for like 8 years. It's not fucking going anywhere. But this avoids having to like pay a third-party person or whatever. It's gonna be... I will tell you the single most important part about it is using either like Venmo or Cash App or whatever, their crypto wallet. You do have to pay for it in crypto. I know this sounds shady as hell. I literally just told you it is a third-party service where you have to be able to sideload apps to put it onto your streaming devices. It costs $160 a year. You're gonna get movies that are still in theaters, and you're gonna get live TV. It is shady as hell, but if you're willing to put in a little effort, you get 5 fucking... You can have 5 active streams at once on your account. Okay? You can split it with people. No, it's not MLM. You can sign up on your own. I don't give a shit. I'm purely does it benefit me if you use my link? 100%. It also benefits you, though, is the thing. We both get a free week. If you saw... I know you're just teasing, Pinky. But we both get a free week if you use my link. So it's like, you can do it on your own if you're like, actually, I found the site you're taught. Like, if I show you and you're like, you know what? Rather than doing it through your link, I'm just doing it on my own. Screw you. Cool. We both lose a week. Like, all right. But I'm cool with more people using it, to be honest, because, like, it's just going to be better to have more reason to believe it's going to stick around, you know? But that being said, let me get this booted up. Well, it's booted up. Now, the question is, and it's a very important question, who all gonna be there? Namely, who all is trying to join in on this M4 heavyweight M4 clear? And do I need to go to a different server to achieve that? What up, Yami? Good to see you. Thank you for dropping by. You finally home, bud? You have been in whirlwind travel recently. Good. One moment while I hack the Gibson. Hell yeah. I've been having a great time all around the world, but I'm leaving on Saturday on vacation. Good. I'm glad. What up, Admo? I should drop some photos in the Discord. Absolutely, bud. Please, share. Share the sites. Did I ever clear this out properly? I did. Okay. I've almost finished my get all the basic shit to 30 that I've been doing on the side. I just gotta get 3 more levels of Pugilist and then get Rogue up to 30. And then I can get rid of basically everything that's not Crafter or Gatherer related below level 30. And then once I start, I'll probably start, like, just being completely honest, start pushing, because there's only a handful that are. There's 1, 2, 3. There will be 1, 2, 3, 4. Technically, Blue Mage 5, 6, 7 classes sub 50. So I might do the same thing and like, yeah, I don't know. Wait, I just noticed this. Is there more shit? No? What the fuck was the other shit stuff then if this is vacation? Let me see this. Oh, he didn't post anything. You're just saying how long he's been gone. No, Yami is fairly important at his job. You're right. I completely forgot about it. Yami is fairly important at his job, so as far as I'm aware, he's been doing travel for work. Hosting events, running trainings, evaluating other trainers. Yeah. But how's everybody doing today? It's a good day, good vibes, good energy. I downloaded, I haven't gotten to check it out yet because the boys are at their mom's tonight. And Joel has been playing a lot of the Switch 2 lately, so obviously I wasn't going to be a dick and be like, no, leave it here. So I let him take it over there. And so I'm just waiting till we get it back. But I did download the demo that just dropped, the prologue demo for Adventures of Elliot, because that really does look like a good-ass time. I am hoping, let me see if I ever got a message back on this. Not yet. I am hoping I will get a code. I know I'm not going to get like an early access like review code or anything like that. I am literally already confirmed on that fact. But I am hoping I will get like a either at launch or near launch code for it. And so, accordingly, I am 100% checking out the prologue demo, especially because it's one of those, you play the actual game and your shit transfers over, which, I gotta be real. Okay. Hot take time. Objectively speaking, you just play the regular game and progress carries over type demos are the best ones. Objectively speaking. They are, because it lets you literally just straight up experience the game, and there is no amount of it which you lose out on by doing that. You never have this feeling of, oh, because I just put time into the demo, it is kind of wasted because, like, I'm gonna lose whatever time and or effort I'm putting into this right now, right? But there is something to be said for old preset demos that are reflective of the game, but also fucked up in some way, right? Like, for those of you who don't know, before Final Fantasy VII came out, there was a demo for Final Fantasy VII. And if you go play the demo for Final Fantasy VII, you do the opening reactor mission, but Aerith is in your party. Like, it's little things where you get to see, what up, Azim? And am I saying it's better? No. I objectively know it's not. But there's something cool about those. There's something cool about the time capsule of looking at old demos and like demo discs and things like that, and like seeing how they would tweak it purely for the point of letting people experience this game. And making sure that the players who experienced it had the best possible experience. Because as good as Final Fantasy VII is, if you played the starting reactor mission, like as the demo, like if you did it today and you just dropped the opening reactor mission, it'd be like you're limited to just Cloud and Barret. Cloud has Ice and Bolt in addition to attacking, and Barret literally can only attack. Like, you're going to feel the game is so much more limited than it actually is. So they kind of had to balance it, right? But you also, they would, like, very often they would do something near the beginning, if not at the very beginning, but tweaked to allow you for more access to shit, because they don't want to spoil things by going far enough in that you have all these tools and things available to you and so on and so forth. So like there's a balance, right? I don't know. I'm kind of rambling, but like at the end of the day, it's just like it's kind of the same as my whole thing about like rental culture, right? That it is objectively better that we can just boot up the system and click download and get a demo. It is objectively, streaming is objectively more convenient and better and things like that. But you lose a little something when you lose the trip to the video store because of twofold things. One, the experience, the camaraderie, going with other people, going with family, especially having to pick out the one movie you might watch, what have you. And then when it was a game, you had to sit and really look through and decide on the perfect game to rent, the one that really caught your eye, that looked good, which meant you were looking at all these different games and really taking a critical eye to what little details you had to make the best decision. And nowadays, it's just like click download demo. Who gives a shit? The details are irrelevant. Does this look like you're sure? And so it's better, it's more convenient, but you don't have as much of the stickiness. Like, I can remember specific demo discs in my life. I remember getting a demo disc for the PS1 at Pizza Hut that had the first level of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, first few levels of Ape Escape, and the Crash Bandicoot racing game. I think I played that exact demo disc as well. That shit whipped ass. I vaguely remember a game that had a demo where you were like level 70 or 99 and showed all these high-end mechanics that you would eventually get to. Oh, that happens. The FF8 demo was Squall, Zell, and Renoa, and if I remember correctly, Renoa didn't have a limit. She did not. She did not. Only the other two did. And it's like, what do you mean? And it was in Dalit. I remember that FF8 demo, it was on official PlayStation Magazine, and it took place in Dalit. And I'm like, no, Renoa is not here for this fucking point in the game, right? And so if you went to play the game after playing that demo disc, it's like, where's the blue chick? I got the dominatrix and I got nunchucks, girl. Where's the blue chick? Okay? Like, just little things that stick with you. I remember, and much the same, like, demo discs were, it's not like they were being produced daily. They would come in specific ways and in specific places. Probably the most common, based on how we're discussing this now, is PlayStation 1 with official PlayStation Magazine. Okay? Official, oh, you had the one that came with Brave Fencer. Yeah. That one too, but I think it was the same demo. I may be wrong. I'd have to go look. I think it was the same demo though. 1 second. So, like, official PlayStation Magazine was the most common and easiest way to reference, like, oh, demos. Because every single month, you have a new release of the game, or you have a new issue, and it came with a demo disc with a whole bunch of different demos in it, right? So, like, it just, you had this once a month hit of new games that were coming, and it lets you experience them, and it lets you see some cool shit. Sometimes it was gameplay, sometimes it was just cutscenes. They had some demos that was purely cutscene and video and all that, but it lets you see a thing and build up hype from a limited selection. Azim, that's why I want to be clear. I'm not sitting here saying, oh, the world was better back then. No. It's nuanced. It's not about that. Convenience is better in that it is literally accessibility, because there are people who could not go to the video store all the time. There are people who could not go get an issue or sign up for official PlayStation Magazine, both for financial reasons and for travelability reasons. Also, it is financially better that all you need is just, you've got an internet connection, which everyone has damn near. Cool, download it, have fun. Okay? But I'm actually going to say that both takes are objectively bad, because the whole crux of the argument boils down to I miss nostalgia for bad things, and I do not like takes that are nostalgia for nostalgia's sake. No, that's why I'm being very specific. I am not saying it was better at all. 100%. Like, that, my takeaway from this is not, the takeaway from this should not be, we need to go back to going to the video store. We need to go back to only being able to get demos once a month. The takeaway is, things can be better, but still lose something in the process, and that's kind of what's happened, because things aren't as sticky anymore, because there's no connection to the moment, because it is more accessible, because it is more convenient. And it's better that it's more accessible and it's more convenient. I would not want us to go back to how things were, but that doesn't mean it is in every sense better. Does that make sense? Like, I'm not sitting here trying to say that, oh, gaming is made worse for this. No, it is not. In fact, it is objectively better, because in addition to any game that had the ability to go to market and that be a notable release from a Capcom or a at the time Midway or Square Enix or anything like that. Nowadays, you can potentially punch through that with indies, because now they have the direct pipeline to the consumer, which they did not have before. And if you're going to go, like, if we still were living in the old system, like, a great example is Road 96. You all saw me play Road 96. It was a great game. There is zero chance of Road 96 breaking through compared to fucking Resident Evil and Pragmata and everything if it's that you have to go to a video store and physically pick that versus everything around it. It's just not going to stand out in that limited environment. And so it would 100% be worse for gaming if it was to be the old way. But exactly, it's like Azim said, really the corollary is the third space of it all is what is lost. And the optimal would be having all the new systems while having more proper third spaces in which memories can be made. And I just, like, that's a very difficult needle to thread. Those games, especially those Disney games, and we know what I'm talking about, were just bad games and were designed to keep you renting. Not always, to be fair. Especially Capcom put out some fucking banger Disney games. I will say, that part I will argue. Yes, we know that The Lion King was made specifically with that in mind. You know it, I know it. It was made to be a treacherous fucking thing, okay? I'm not going to argue with you about that. But the old school Aladdin game was fun. The old school magical is it Magical Illusion? Hold on. Magical Illusion. It's not Magical Illusion. It's not Castle of Illusion. Castle of Illusion is the Genesis one. Magical Quest. Magical Quest starring Mickey Mouse. That game fucks. Okay, I will fight about that. That game was an excellent platformer. It was just a solid ass fun platformer. I will defend the shit out of that game. Thank you, Ragnarok. Magical Quest was a fucking banger. Okay, now, were there some absolute especially in the SNES, it was more so games that were, as you said, designed to force multiple rentals and things like that. That was a problem. And then, as we get further, especially once we got into, like, the next generation, PS1, N64, and whatnot, that's kind of where the IP slop games really started. Not even I won't say slop, but games that were clearly more about the IP than the game. That's where they really started. And I think somewhere around like PS2, PS3 era is where we got the actual IP slop, where it's like, okay, this shit was not worth it. It was not worth my time. It was not worth my effort. Okay. Caracal and Pinky, you guys ready to roll? And is anybody else trying to join in on this clear before I punch us into the queue? But yeah, I do want to be clear, Caracal. Objectively, you are right. And I am not arguing that it was better. That's why I was like, let me try and get through the wholeness of my point. It's not it was better, it's a nuance of it can be better now, and there can still be something that is lost that I would love to find a way about. That's why I also wasn't saying, that's why I started with the new demo consistency of this is just the prologue of the game and all your shit carries over. It's objectively better, okay? Me saying I think there was something cool about it doesn't mean I think, you know, demos that are like not actually indicative of the game you're going to be playing 100%, where things don't carry over, are better. I can have a little nostalgia for them while knowing they're not better. Because I don't think they're better. In fact, I know they're not. part of why I'm willing to play the demo of Adventures of Elliot, a game I already know I'm interested in, is it's just me getting a head start on the game, right? It's just me getting to jump into the game a little sooner. And so then when the game comes out, I get to go, okay, cool, hop right into shit. Now, for a game that is a long ways away, I think it's 6 of one, half a dozen. I'm cool with having played the Mina the Hollower demo that came out, a couple months back, because, like, it's now finally releasing in a week and a half. So, I got to know a game, like, this game's gonna fuck just as hard as I think it is. Absolutely, Ragnarok! Bam, bam, no, wrong. There. Bam! Sweet! Alright, we got 3 deeps and a heal. Alright, just waiting for Pinky to be ready, and we're gonna go. Oh, cool. Bam! Alright, let's do the damn thing. Also, Caracol, I gotta give it up to you because I love how you literally basically were like, actually, your take is wrong and you should feel wrong. It's bad and you should feel bad for having it. It was unironically Dude in the Kangol. Boo! Boo this man! Fun fact, this doesn't have a boss song. Song is meant for the wall. Maybe it does as okay. Good to know. Let's do the thing.
It's the shocking true face of the villainous president, the mighty serpent of yore, the Lindworm!
I wish this was... Oh, word?
The president must pay for his crimes. Give him what for, champion?
Oh, it is awesome.
His arm has a life of its own.
Shit!
The power of the mythical Lindworm.
It's awesome how...
His arm is slithering out. Ooh, that's disgusting.
It's awesome that they got young Fallout Boy to record the song for this. All this needs is Patrick Stump.
Watch out! That is one cruel coil.
Yep. It's actually, fairly generous of him how many wheels around he gave us on that. I know, I absolutely do not gotta hand it to the boss, but I'm just saying. Okay, didn't fall for it that time. Okay. Nice and easy. Where the fuck? Do we gotta get behind it? Cool. Shit.
Once again, they slip beyond their apparent reach.
Yo! Oh, go to hell, go to hell, go to hell, go to hell, go to hell! Okay. Oh, it's gonna be both sides. Got it. Be right in the middle. Be right. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, fuck.
His arms are snaking round the ring. What's he planning?
This fight absolutely fucks. I gotta be real. Feel like I'm not gonna feel that way in a minute, but... the music certainly helps.
Oh no! The
Whoa, 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 whoa.
to the champion! Don't panic!
Oh, you get dragged that way. Okay. I thought that was the direction from which the attack would push. My bad. Well, now I know. You know, we've had a lot of fun here today, folks. You know what's not fun? Dying. Okay. It's fine. Oh, this just dragon ass motherfucker. Worm ass, dragon ass. Fucking lindworm ass. Okay. Shit. Okay. Yeah. Shit. Okay, we're fine, we're fine. We're fine. Took one unnecessary hit there, but it's fine. Oh shit. Okay, nope, nope. Fuck!
Oh no, they've been felled with a vengeance!
Okay. Caracal, I just saw you asking, babe, would you still love me if I turned into a lindworm? And how dare you? Oh, no! Whoa, 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 whoa! My shit got all messed up there for a second. I was about to pop LB2 with no fucking buffs. And really just really nail this whole thing. Cool. Okay. I died a couple times. But also, this feels too easy. I was right. I was right. Nope. Nope, not even at all.
What the? Could the Lindworm's regeneration be out of control?
I've been spending this whole time like, there's no way it's ending this easy.
The Lindworm's completely healed. What outrageous regenerative power!
Oh, but he's... Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Oh, so this is just a straight up damage rush? Thank you. Whoever pulled me. Didn't get me in time, I don't think, but... I looked to the side, I didn't realize there was a free part of the edge. That was my bad.
Is there no limit to his regenerative capacity?
Okay. Shit, shit, shit! I'm not gonna make it in time! Oh, thank God. Just barely. Just barely. Just barely. This still feels too easy. Really? That's it?
Unbelievable! The champion's done it! The president has been defeated!
I finished this, I think, twice, but no, that... I think that might, like... Okay, yes, I died... Specifically, I died twice. Both essentially to the same thing, which was the drag over thing. Because I didn't realize... the first one, I didn't realize what it did. And the second one, I forgot to account for... okay, I have the chest piece and the hands? Yes. So I can pass on chest. Grab the trousers. Pass on the armor. Pass on the hands. Pants. Go for this. And then, oh shit! Sweet! Got the Lindworm card, got a heavy hollow blade. Alright. I think I can get the boots now. That's dope. First of all, thank you all for the support. I can guarantee you that, no, I'm sure the Savage is fucking ridiculous. I'm sure the Savage is absolute hell. Just because I know everything is cranked up to 1,000,000 as it is, to say nothing of new mechanics. But for the regular version, that felt easier than the prior heavyweight fights. Am I just out of my gourd? Or am I just like getting better than I thought? You did it, Anoriand, just as I thought you would. Now, tell us where the drop of life is. We won't allow anyone else to... won't allow anyone else to what? To die! Oh, come on. That which you seek lies before you. The ether yielded by the Lindworm's heart is the stimulant for the regeneration factor. Now, set aside your grief, for Eutrope and the other fighters have not perished. Everyone can still be saved. Everyone, except the president. What? Everything has been part of the president's plan to produce the cure to psychonecrosis. What? Wait. Pause. No, that was a fun fight. That was a good fight. That was a very good fight. That was the one for Tom Morello. I knew Tom Morello did a song. I just didn't know that was him. Yeah, that song fucked. That song kicked ass. Okay, cool. So it's not just me. Yeah, like, to be clear, it was a good fight. It was a fun fight. I think it was really nice. I was just, and I'm not upset that it's like, oh, we didn't struggle. It's like, but I'm saying, I just felt like, it's like, oh, this feels kind of, I just expected, like, if you had inverted him and, Tyrant, if anything, I wouldn't be shocked. Or, fucking, the Blowjob Brothers. If the Blowjob Brothers were the final battle, I think, honestly, would have been more representative of their difficulty levels, you know? When the first fighter was diagnosed with the disease, the president was utterly shaken. He cursed himself for ever introducing the use of feral souls. Oh, fuck you, last minute! Face turn. Determined to find a cure, he turned to the treasure that had been passed down through his line. The egg of a lindworm, a creature known for its phenomenal regenerative abilities. After much experimentation, he ultimately extracted the soul of the unborn beast and took it into himself. And though he transformed into a monstrosity possessed of preternatural regeneration, he sadly could not use his power to heal others. To make matters worse, that power meant he was forever locked in its serpentine form. So it was that he was forced to confine himself to this mausoleum. For a small blessing, his regulator still allowed him control over the Arcadian's devices, and he could remotely operate machinery. That was how he was able to make contact with me and convey his intent. To sacrifice himself and have the cure made from his heart. Alas, the Lindworm was too powerful. Even the Tyrant proved no match, and the Arcadian remained in operation as the search continued for a warrior capable of defeating him. Those fighters who developed psychonecrosis had to be retired and put into a deep sleep, a cold stasis to keep the disease at bay until they could be cured. It was for this reason that Eutrope was kidnapped. The president lamented subjecting more souls to the disease, but for want of other solutions, he could only press on with his plan. If that's the truth, then why didn't you tell us? The president was nothing if not a showman. He dedicated his regrets, his desire for atonement, and indeed his very life to bring greater thrills to the masses. In so doing, he would promote fiercer competition and give rise to ever stronger fighters, one of whom he hoped would rise up to challenge him. It was to keep the competition running that the disease was kept secret, and though many fighters showed promise, it seemed as though none would ever transcend the Tyrant. That is, until you appeared. From the moment he saw you, the president was certain that you'd be the one to defeat him. All he needed to do was to spur you on, and to do so he cast you as a rebel who would tear down the Arcadion and himself as the greatest heel it has ever known. The man couldn't help but turn everything into a spectacle. It's so absurd, one can't help but admire it. No! No! Wrong! After dinner with the missus before watching Devil Wears Prada. Ooh, let me know how it is. So this entire time we've been puppets in the president's play. Confound it, he's already recovered! Is she gonna use her soul since... Or she's gonna punch that motherfucker in the chest. Hell yeah. We'll help too! Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Go team, go! It's no good! Fuck you, it's no good. Everybody, listen up! Is it the tyrant? Brute bomber? Brute bomber? Fuck yeah!
The questions can wait. Right now, I need you all to channel me your ether.
Oh my god, they're the Power Rangers. Blue, yellow, green, pink, and black.
Use it, Anoriand! Our combined power!
Threw all their power to the red one. There's no way that's a coincidence. Oh, it is not a drop kick. Oh, it's peak! I'm afraid it's peak, y'all! We need to finish him off now!
You fought well, champion. Leave the rest to us.
Is this all the folks in state? Oh! Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Power of teamwork! I'm actually glad this X-Pack had a lot more happier times with Shadowbringers or X-Pack.
The president confided in us long ago. We've been acting according to his instructions. It was my duty to serve as the Challenger's final test. And to ensure their hands would not be sullied.
You gotta give me a sec, Caracal. Woo! Fuck, it's a Dragon Ball.
It was the battle of a lifetime. Even without feral souls, the Arcadians' future is bright.
It's the 4-star Dragon Ball. Dope. Where's Gohan? Probably I shouldn't make a joke, because, like, this guy who... he died. Sad. See, blue, yellow, pink, green, red, and short one black. Like, that's... Dog, that's Power Rangers!
Hector, I thought you were gone. That you died after becoming that fiend. I thought the same. But then I woke up and I was myself again. Men explained everything after that. President had given me less potent souls for the bout, and then his people restored me back to normal. I've been resting in the Arcadians' infirmary ever since, but when I saw what was happening on the broadcast, nothing could keep me from coming to help.
Aw, they're boyfriends. Think they're actually like a poly situation, because they clearly also implied some shit between him and Eutrope. So I think he just gets all the bitches. Retzara does.
I might have pushed myself too hard. Forgot I had this little disease.
Right, that! We should move everyone to the infirmary immediately and have the cure created. One sec. I do dig this track, by the way.
I watched the broadcast from start to finish. You were absolutely amazing, Anoriand. Though it's taken some time, you've inspired me to change my view towards souls. Like Yana, I've decided to ruin my regulator as well. By the way, some people from the Arcadian dropped by earlier to apologize for the president's deception. They even helped fix up the gym. It's been quite a whirlwind of events, but it seems the worst is over. All that remains is to pray that everyone's cured.
I'm actually glad this X-Pack had a lot more happier times than Shadowbringers or Endwalker. Although it's sad what happens to President, the implications are much more happier than 100%. No. I was joking about the, no, you're not going to do the last second thing. I'm good with it. I'm good with the Shonen Protag ending. Like, it's like you said, Shadowbringers and, like, especially Shadowbringers, going through all of the role quests in Shadowbringers, dog, that was a fucking exercise in making yourself need therapy. Like, everything is sad. All of it. You know, you're just going down roads of sadness over and over again. And Endwalker didn't do much better. So I'm good with, like, just being like, okay, cool. We got the shonen protagonist ending, where it turns out the bad guy wasn't as bad as we thought and everybody gets saved. I'm okay with that. This expansion was supposed to be the beach episode, so to speak. So they still gave us, like, they still gave us stakes. They still gave us bad moments, sad moments, but it was cloaked with happiness. I'm good with that. I think it's exactly what we needed. Palate cleanser. Perfect term, Pinky. Hold on 1 second. Um, just 1 second. Yeah, hold on. Okay, sorry about that. Had to do it. Even the role quest this track had a couple of sad hits, but it was mostly very lighthearted. Yes! I'm pleased to say the treatment was effective. Everyone has made a full recovery from psychonecrosis. Bam! Kitties! What's the deal with the cats? Other than he was watching them. Like, they took the time. There's something about the cat, right?
The symptoms are completely gone. I feel like myself again thanks to the cure. And of course to you as well, Anoriand. Yana has told me all. Words do not suffice to show my gratitude, but please accept my thanks. Yeah, mine too. I owe you one. Before setting off for their homes, the heavyweight fighters and those who were in stasis also expressed their heartfelt gratitude for you. And I'd be remiss of me not to do the same. Thank you, Anoriand. I, meanwhile, must apologize to everyone. Though it was to conceal the President's plan, the fact remains that I deceived you. I'm truly sorry. All's well that ends well. I was about to make the mastermind joke, but I was like, nah, it's okay. Those words mean more than you can know. I thought Medem was involved somehow, even if not the mastermind. There were times when I felt I'd be crushed by the weight of the deception. In the end, everything is as the President had hoped. Wherever he is now, he too would doubtless be overjoyed. He sacrificed himself to save us all. Another debt I can never repay. The President actually had one last wish, that those who still bear love for the Arcadion, even after everything, continue to fight and bring excitement to the fans. He really had us all figured out. It's as if we were still dancing in the palm of his hand. Lest you wonder, I've arranged for the souls in the repository to be set free as you desired. Never again shall feral souls be wielded in the Arcadion. From now on, matches will only be fought between unenhanced warriors. The upstart's revolution was a success. This means, however, that there are none at present who could offer you contest. Until our fighters have become strong enough, I'm afraid we won't have any matches for you. I'm sure that day will come soon. No, it won't. Y'all some bitches. I think I speak for everyone when I say I'd love to face you unenhanced. I won't stop training until I'm ready. Now then, there's to be a crowning ceremony for the new Grand Champion. Naturally, it can't begin without you, so pray come to the green room at your earliest convenience. Okay. Bam 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 bam. Bam 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 bam. I'm thinking I'm going to. I'm trying to decide. Do I care enough to? I might run the Hollow Saber 2 more times because I really like the look of the shuttles weapon you can get from it. So I may do that for glamour purposes. Because I was like, do I need these 2 Hollow Sabers? Like, oh, yeah. I'll run it twice. Especially now that, if I'm correct, the thing on Cruiser Hollow Sabers, the 1-week restriction has been lifted. So I can just run it twice, like, tonight for all I care and be done with it. The ceremony will be held in the very ring we fought in. It wasn't all that long ago, yet somehow feels like an age. But come, everyone's already out there waiting.
Make sure you're dressed for the occasion, because all of Alexandria will be watching. Begin the ceremony. Hell yeah. Me and my pink swords? Fuck yeah. We look dope. Fuck you talking about. Fuck you talking about. My fellow citizens, we're gathered to recognize a new grand champion in the Arcadion, an unstoppable force of nature who tore through every obstacle in his way. Please join me and welcome this radiant star to the stage. The man who boldly ushered in revolution, the unenhanced yet undefeated king of the Arcadion, Anoriand Bonanza.
Hold it right there!
Is this the bomber? The bomber's showing up. Is he gonna fucking... Really? Really?
It's a farce that you're grand champion! I refuse to accept it!
Hell yeah. Let's fucking go. Oh my! The brute bomber has barged into Anoriand ceremony again! Does that man never learn?
I demand a rematch! Just you and me, unenhanced!
Not so fast! Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Watching you get tossed aside by Anoriand would hardly be entertaining. I'll be your opponent. Black Cat has leapt into the ring! I dare say this should be an even match! With the president no longer with us, it falls to my humble self to authorize matches. And on this occasion, I'm pleased to approve an impromptu exhibition.
Battle!
She gonna beat his ass, we know that, right? Let this be the clash to christen the Arcadian's rebirth! She's the claw that gleams in revolution's shadow, the rebel that prowls the dark, Black Cat! He's the man who's been to hell and lived to tell the tale, the incorrigible, reprehensible, brute bomber! How many bottles of champagne does he have in his pocket to blast off everywhere? The limit does not exist. I did it! I beat the brute bomber! Sorry for spoiling your moment with that charade, but we wanted to kick off the new era of the Arcadion with a bang. Menem came up with a last-minute script, and I agreed to join in. Retired fighters have been returning as well, eager to fight in unenhanced matches. We're all going to do our part to keep the Arcadion exciting. And as you might have already noticed, everyone's decided to remove their regulator. That's because we won't be needing souls anymore, feral or otherwise. Meanwhile, since you have no equal, you've been granted the title of Eternal Grand Champion and entered into the Hall of Fame. You're already a legend, basically. Now, though you may not be able to fight, we'd still love to see you. So don't be a stranger and drop by at my gym or in the green room from time to time. As much as I hate to admit it, we played into the president's hands from the start, but it was only because you were the protagonist of his script that we could bring the tale to a happy conclusion. We truly couldn't have done it without you, our unenhanced grand champion. So please allow me to thank you again. We're forever in your debt. Fuck yeah. All right. Hell yeah. Okay. Okay, first thing, I can get the boots, I think. Right? Because it's 4 for the pants and the armor, and 2 each for the helmet, gloves, and boots. So, if I'm right. So I can get the boots, quick upgrade, and then we can switch over to doing 7.4. What up, Flower Crown? Cool. Sort. Wait, first thing first. You go here. Repair gear. Apparel inventories. Yes, cool. The ceiling and my blood pressure, the usual. Fair enough. Gas prices. Very fucking much so. Okay, free feet. Cool. All right. Ethernet shard over to here. I am comfortable. I might be able to do. I'm at what, 760? That might be enough for all of what remains for the MSQ at this point. I'm 99% sure it's going to be everything for 7.4. I would assume it'll also work for 7.5. Okay, give me 1 sec. BRB. Share stream, best stream. Ding, 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 ding. Okay, yeah, you're good. Trail for 7.5 is 755. Sweet! I live near a gas station, but as I don't drive, I rarely look at gas price anymore. I sat down and saw that gas was like $6.29 at the show. Yeah, Caracal, to give you an idea, prior to all the shit that's been going on, gas here in Florida, like where I live, was high twos a gallon. Generally, you'll find it, like sometimes if I went to like a BJ's on the right day or Sam's Club or something like that, I would get it for like $2.40 or $2.50. But realistically, even going there, usually I get it around $2.70, $2.80. It's currently comfortably over $4. It's like $4.20 something, $4.30 something. The other day it was at $4.59 a gallon. I wanted. I want to hurt someone, and there's a very specific person. And if I say the things I wanted to out loud, it will be TOS among other things. So, not gonna say it. Right, everything impacts each other with this shit.
Every day, more and more people regain their memories of their lost loved ones. No longer will beings like Calix be able to manipulate their fear and ignorance as he once did.
Famous last words.
That being the case, Eorzea and I have come to a decision.
We will depart Tural in the coming days. Other nations must be informed about Alexandria.
Makes
a
sense.
necessary step to ensure lasting peace. Then, we shall return to Garlemald. Our experiences here should serve us well in the ongoing restoration efforts.
However, one pressing matter remains. Calix's summoning ritual was tied to a concept of his own creation. Ascian involvement is assured, but we have yet to ascertain the extent of their influence on the Ninth.
Right.
I have done what I can to treat the enthralled and those still afflicted with Levin sickness. I may now devote my undivided attention to an investigation.
Then we shall leave this one in your capable hands. Do let us know if you turn anything up.
It's Erenville. My time in Tural is at an end, and so I'm headed to the harbor now.
Nice. Everybody's leaving.
We'll meet again.
Fucking everybody's
That's
leaving.
absurd. Until then, I wish you safe travels.
I live in Oklahoma, and while I make a chunk more than minimum wage, I have a bunch of friends that do, so now I'm racking my brain to figure out how I can best support them while also not putting myself in a position to wind up in their situation. That's the problem, is that, like, it's getting to a point where mutual aid isn't enough. Like, there was the running joke of we're all just passing around the same $20. The problem is shit costs $25 now. Promise you'll look after yourself.
Words of caution from you, of all people. Hey! What do you think you're doing?
About a 5-pound tub of
Sorry
whey
to
protein in March and it
interrupt,
finally ran out.
But I thought you'd like to know. I've detained the fugitive.
Not only do I have to wait 8 days for it to be
Promises
delivered,
to
it
tell
doubled
us
in
before
price.
he
Yup.
sets sail, only to try and sneak aboard his boat with nary a hug goodbye. Cold bastard. But there's still time before they weigh anchor.
That boy. We should make for the harbor ere he wriggles free of Lamachi's grasp.
If we're heading the same way, we might join him on the ship. Good company is always welcome on a long voyage, is it not?
I mean, yeah.
What? Now? I haven't finished packing.
Knowing you, the essentials are already accounted for.
I mean,
Fine, if we must. But you're helping pack the rest.
hell yeah, Eorzea, you tell him.
And I hope you've decided on a souvenir for Eunice.
The economy has me outside legit gardening. I have somewhere in the realm of 40 or so varieties of veggies planted. Yeah. Anything that can
Ever
help
aligned
make
in
it even a
purpose,
tick easier.
if not execution.
Lest you wonder, Kryl and I intend to remain here with Y'shtola.
To continue our study of the key, naturally. By all accounts, Preservation's facility promises to yield some answers.
Shale has been conducting a more thorough examination. She may have insights to share. Then why not invite her along to see everyone off? Surely she'd want to be there too.
sec. Sorry, one sec, y'all. I'm just dealing with 15 messages all at once. That's a whole thing. No, the economy is just literally fucking borked in a way that it's like you end up wondering how the hell you're supposed to do shit, really. Like, I don't have a better line for it than that. How are you supposed to exist? How are you supposed to live? Okay. And the ones reporting on how things are benefiting or in a good place. Correct. Like, they just... When people are like, okay, so... Like, there was a video of Kevin O'Leary talking about the economy is fucked because people making $70,000 a year... Like, the reason things aren't working for people in this economy is because you're making 70 grand a year, but you're spending $28 every day on lunch. One, if your argument is the way to survive, the way that things should be is just, you just spend all your time eating fucking gruel, and that's how things are better, you're an asshole. And two, who the fuck is out here making 70 grand a year on the regular? Do you know how many lives would be improved if they were making 70 grand a year? What news, Anoriand? Can't imagine you brought an entourage along to simply say hello. Oh, just saying hello. That eager to be on their way, are they? I'll join you. I owe them thanks on behalf of Oblivion, after all. And there I thought you would protest against being parted from your work. While I'm curious to see what emerges once every piece of the puzzle's in place, the majority of the files we've unearthed are encrypted. There's little else I can do until the computer's finished with them. Well, besides, unlike our friends, Containment Complex 1029 isn't going anywhere. In other words, you won't be getting any answers today? Afraid not. It's going to be a while yet. Then shall we depart for Tuliolal forthwith? Even Lamati's strength has its limits.
Without further delay, then.
Oh. Bananas. But yeah, Kevin O'Leary said that, and I was just like, buddy, I can't stress enough. I live in Florida. Like, shit. Like, if I was making 70K a year, it would instantly, I instantly solve multiple issues. It might literally solve everything for me. Like, it literally just would fix my life, essentially. I don't have any other way to put that. And that's not some ridiculous, crazy amount of money. I wish you all would not make such a fuss. I'm not fond of emotional partings. At least Alfino and Alice were considerate enough to inform me of their plans in advance by link pearl. Some people we know would have burst out of a crate mid-voyage. In any event, I shall wait here until they finish their preparations.
There they are.
You look well. No lingering effects, then?
I'm hale as ever. And busy with work.
I imagine there's no shortage of affairs to put in order. Are Kona and Galulja faring well?
A friend of mine and I agree that we
Kona
think
is
that
off to
Aaronville
survey
is
our
secretly a
nation
trans
and
guy.
peoples.
He has the vibes.
He
I
wants to
could
consult with
think.
local representatives and hear their thoughts on our policies. And Galulja's really taken to his training. I feel like he's been spending more time with the Landsguard than me lately.
Standing here, I cannot help but remember the day of our arrival in Tural. The rite of succession feels so long ago.
You knew not of what would happen between my father and Eorzea, nor of Alexandria and its queen. It was to aid a naive claimant that you came to Tural. But you've done so much more for me. For the entire nation of Tuliyollal. We owe you a greater debt than we can ever repay. But that doesn't mean we can't try. Whenever you need an ally, we'll stand with you.
Allow me to echo that sentiment. Not only were you kind to me when I awakened a stranger in my own land, you extended your grace to Alexandria again and again. And on behalf of myself and my people, thank you for curing the ailment that for centuries tormented us. I'll look forward to our next visit.
I'm sure we'll have exciting stories to share with one another.
Ever since I introduced you to Wuklamat, you've faced no end of hardships. Many of them her fault. Yet I feel no remorse, only gratitude. For without your aid, I would not have had the chance to say goodbye. Nor vow to explore every corner of the world. To see what we haven't seen. Shall we?
I mean, I know they're not, like, actually gone forever or anything.
Rest assured, upon arriving, we shall make it a priority to visit Tataru and assuage her myriad fears.
Good.
I expect the sight of you two will be a balm for her worry-laden heart.
Safe journey, and remember to enjoy it.
Give my regards to Oblivion. And thank you for all you did for my mother.
Come back soon!
Take care!
That was a proper send-off. Now, time to get back to it.
Duty ever calls for she who loves her realm.
Right. Though, if you need a break, you're always welcome to visit Tulichola. I'll give you the grand tour. I guess they're really over. Your adventures in Tural.
Not quite yet.
I'll remember our time together for the rest of my days.
Aha! Power resolve spotted!
The Lance Guard is looking for you. It's sparring time.
Oh, good thing you're here then. Can't miss that.
So let's go already! Everyone's waiting to see the Vow resolve in action!
I can 100% buy the Erenville as a trans guy vibe.
I have to go. Till next time.
Actually, in fact, the only thing that doesn't line up with it is his name.
And thus do they take to the winds.
To follow their own paths in their hearts, as they should.
Yeah, the only issue with it is the name. Because trans girls name themselves after gods and goddesses from folklore, or specifically goddesses, I should say, from folklore, and trans men name themselves after nouns. Just nouns. It's like trans girls are named like Persephone or Artemis or Luna, and trans men are named like Chair, Stone. Not nouns or anything with Aiden. Correct. Jaden, Raiden, Brayden. Dorian is legit the only one I know who doesn't fit into that mold. Like, legitimately, the only one I know.
Now it is our turn to take the next step. The question is in what direction, and that is a matter I should like to discuss with you.
Oh, fucking hell. Seth. Okay. 2. We got 2 representatives here. It's actually, it was great. I saw a comedian when I was scrolling on IG, and she is herself a trans woman, I believe, but she was talking in a show, and she was joking about that, and so she looked down the and she's like, okay, and what's your name? Artemis. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah, your name is Artemis, isn't it? What are we looking for? No, Pinky, I was joking, because you had said how Erenville is secretly a trans guy and he has vibes, and I joked and I said the only thing not trans guy about Erenville is his name. Because his name is like, it's an actual name. And I was saying how, because as we all know, trans girls name themselves after mythological goddesses, and trans men name themselves after nouns. So trans girls name themselves Artemis, or Persephone, or Lunaris, and trans men name themselves Chair, or Stone, or Saber, Dagger. And then Admo was, of course, pointing out that or anything with Aiden at the end of it. I was like, I forgot to account for the Aiden, Jaden, Brayden symposium.
If I may, I think it prudent to discuss our future plans elsewhere. We're liable to hinder the dock workers here if we linger. Perhaps the beach would be a more appropriate venue. What was his birth name again? I know his mother's name's Kafkiwa. I was trying to remember his actual, name. His birth name.
'Tis truly a beautiful place, Tural.
An endless ocean and ever-changing sky. First time I saw them, I couldn't believe my eyes. It was like I was walking among images from our oldest records. And beyond that horizon are more lands and more people. That one I still struggle to imagine.
Eleneshpia, that's right.
We ourselves hail from beyond that horizon, in fact. Rather, most of us do. I merely thought I did.
Oh, that's right. I can only imagine how it must have felt to learn you're a native of our world.
The fact that I wasn't born in the land where I've spent most of my life has taken time to sink in. 'Twas not until I met my parents in living memory, the truth of my origin began to feel real.
Mm-hmm.
Your experience is not unlike mine. When first I awoke, the realm everyone spoke of sounded nothing like my own. I had to walk its streets, live and breathe it, before I could accept and embrace my new reality.
I gotta be real.
And for me to embrace mine, I need to learn more about my people.
I
The
know.
Milala. We should come upon more information in the course of studying the key. But as Shale's investigation of the containment complex is still ongoing, would you mind if we sought a different avenue of inquiry into the history of the Ninth?
I have no objection. What we learn will deepen our understanding of the broader picture.
Agreed. My curiosity extends well beyond our duty to assess Ascian influence.
Okay. I'm not gonna lie. I
If it is
know.
knowledge of the Ninth's past you seek, I have an idea where to begin.
Okay. Let me let this cutscene play out, and then I can talk while we're traveling to the next point.
Alexandria was originally part of a landmass known as the Mist Continent.
Yeah, I
This
should have seen that
continent
coming.
had been left in ruins in the wake of the storm surge.
I should have seen that
With
coming.
Alexandria, the sole nation.
Oh,
to
I'm not shocked you had to
survive
look it
the
up, Pinky. I would have
devastation.
looked it up. It's just I'm actively streaming.
The calamity of lightning that ravaged the world.
Aye. Per the sources we recovered from the Underkeep, though the conflict between nations was destructive in its own right, 'twas Levin that dealt the final blow.
No place was spared its fury, and all was chaos in the castle town. We tried to evacuate the people in airships, Otis, the knights and I, but we couldn't save everyone.
Huh. I
Those
know.
who survived gathered within the barrier, and we took in as many foreign refugees as we could. Yet, despite the dangerous environment, our system.
There's so many
showed
names in
that
14
there
that there's
were
no way I'm
some
remembering
few
spelling for.
souls who ventured
Eorzea is the only wild
outside
one
the
that I can
barrier,
remember. Yeah, because
into
he's
the
around
lands
all the time.
Beyond? But we thought that was impossible. I was under the impression the star was scoured of life, that man could not survive outside the barrier.
Going by the records, the storm surge extended to every corner of the world. Nothing and nowhere was spared. If anyone did survive out there, it would have been an unimaginable trial.
And yet, those people must have been going somewhere.
His name I remember with
There was a
Yuir Anger.
refuge,
Fair.
a place that weathered the storm surge and rebuilt over the intervening 4
Or Yuri
centuries.
Anger. I know it's, yeah.
Given
I get what you're saying.
Alexandria's displacement to the source, we had neither cause nor opportunity to survey the remainder of the continent.
No, it's fine. I knew what you meant. I clicked.
Living memory remains physically in the Ninth.
Here's my thing.
If we seek a means of egress, other than the portal connecting it to Alexandria, perhaps it might lead us to the Mist Continent.
Living memory was not transported here despite being atop Everkeep. In which case, it may have been a physically independent space all along.
Meaning another point of egress could well exist.
And if it does, someone has to be maintaining it. The mechanical soldiers, for instance.
Shall we have a chat with them and see what they know?
If it please your majesty, will you accompany us? If we do land upon the Mist Continent, I would feel much more assured with you at our side.
Did you even have to ask, girl? I wouldn't miss it for 2 worlds.
I thought as much.
But that being said, I would miss 2 worlds. Dog shit ass game. Here's a fun fact. If you ever have the opportunity to play 2 worlds, don't. Just don't. Just play something else, like I don't know, a good fucking game. But yeah, hold on. Now that's settled, I'd best be off. I still need to check for decryption errors periodically, so I can only step away for so long. With luck, I'll have plenty to share the next time we meet. Until then, let the rest of us make ready for a potential foray and meet at Layload Memo. Or Nemo, I think it should be. I think it's that company's only poorly received game, too. Yeah! 2 Worlds actually was made by a legitimate developer. Just, you know, shitty game. And people thought it was going to be amazing. People really... IGN was running 2 Worlds Tuesdays before that game came out. And they were talking about how that game was going to be Oblivion on steroids. That happened. That was real. I know this expansion was supposed to be FF9 based. And I love FF9, so I am not sitting here saying I'm upset they chose FF9. I will say, I do feel it is weirdly a bit of a missed opportunity, given the story they told, to not... I also know why they can't do this. To not, instead of Alexandria, to have it not be Corneria. From FF1, and that's purely because you have the time travel, time loop shenanigans in that game so strongly compared to every other game in the series. But I get if you just made it Corneria and everything else was FF9, it wouldn't work. And like, they've already done the elemental fiends. I get it. But it's just one of those things where I was like, there's no way to make it work, it just would have been cool. This clerk has made itself available to answer our questions. Clerk PX0093, if one wishes to descend to the surface from here, how would they typically do so? Living Memory is currently detached from Everkeep and is operating independently while supported by its aerial suspension systems. Thus, both lift and Playnode-based transit is currently unavailable. I apologize for the inconvenience. Despite its ability to remain aloft, perhaps Living Memory was never intended to function in this state indefinitely. If so, we're out of luck. Not necessarily. Lifts and lay nodes were likely the preferred modes of transportation, but that does not preclude the existence of others. In the event of an emergency, how would we evacuate this facility? Pray. Consulting emergency systems. Living Memory's airship remains prepared to deploy should evacuation be necessary. Would Your Majesty like to appropriate it? An airship? Yes, please. As soon as is possible. With Your Majesty's authorization, the vessel can be readied for launch without delay. Allow me a moment to execute the bypass protocols. Safety tests have been successfully completed, setting the Gate of Remembrance as initial destination. Vessel is en route. Is that my ship? It was purpose-built for living memory. However, it was modeled after the vessel Your Majesty used during the Storm Surge era.
A replica. Still, it does me good to see it.
I will deploy the gangway for boarding. This way, please. In order to reach the surface, we must pass through the storm clouds. I advise you to brace for turbulence. It would have given Kona more time for character. I just wish they shorted the. I just wish they shorted the Dawn Servant trial to the first third, so we had more time to dive into FF9 stuff. I don't know. I get it, but like Kona was. I think the whole point was seeing Wuklamat's whole growth circle. I get it. I don't think it's a terrible take. I just don't know how I feel about it, if that makes sense. I wanted to help you on the final Arcadia fight. I'm sorry, Shan. Also, what up, AJ? I will say it was a good fight, and the music whipped ass. But also, like, I was talking about how it was easier than I expected.
The ward Alice gave me is reacting.
Though not to the extent of the 13th. The etheric imbalance here is severe indeed.
It does serve to impress upon one the marvel of the barrier.
The lightning in Heritage found is tame by comparison.
A land where Levin reigns. Sobering sight, to say the least. But I shan't turn back now that we've come this far.
Gonna lurk and go work out a bit. Absolutely, Shan.
There are no structures. No any other signs of survivors I can see. I suspect that Crater made this area unsuitable for habilitation due to the increased risk of flooding. Then we should look further ahead. In which direction do you think we might find a settlement? If we're at the end of Alexandrian territory now, the closest city would be Trino, should it survive. As a city-state built on a harbor, it was a nexus of trade and it remained neutral throughout the war. We Alexandrians always felt fortunate to have it in our neighborhood, so to speak.
Not unlike our Radzat Han.
Yes. Alfino has spoken at Radzat Han before. It's near the South Sea Isles, the Milala homeland, correct? Funnily enough, it was also Trino where the Milala first found a home in our world. Truly? Yes, and though the Milala population elsewhere grew, most continue to feel a strong connection to the city. I'd like to think that some remain there to this day. Clerk PX 0093, is this ship capable of taking us to Trino?
I shall run a flight simulation for the route to Trina. One moment. Simulation complete. There is a near 100% probability that the ship would suffer catastrophic mechanical failure prior to arrival due to ambient lightning. My apologies. Oh, well, thank you for checking. If we cannot fly, then we shall have to walk. Trino lies beyond the mountains, but there should be routes that spare us having to climb. That cave system, for instance, assuming it hasn't collapsed. Let's try there first. Oh shit, this tunnel appears intact. Though we have no way of knowing what it's like further in, mind you stay alert for beasts as well. Given the barren surrounds, they're surely ravenous. Bing bong! Who wants to join me for this, if anybody? Caracal and Pinky, you both still in? Did you just stay in my party because the fact that I said that you saw I was coming here? Anybody else in chat want to join? Ragnarok? Yeah, I knew it wouldn't take long to get to. Fair point. Gonna give a chance to see... Or actually, I realize, yeah, we'd have to do some possible class shuffling we'd see, but I'm just giving a quick chance, see anybody wants to fill in the 4th slot. Otherwise, 3 of us are gonna enter Mistwake. 3 Warrior of Lights walk into a dungeon. No? Alright, cool. Enter Mistwake with a party of other players. Ah, I see. Oh, that was fast. I guess we're just looking for 1 deeps, since Caracal shimmied over to heal her. Poor deep man. Oh, this fucks so hard, dog. This shit makes me want to play FF9 right fucking now. This is so fucking cool. Oh, are the bosses going to be relevant to, like, the trip to Mist and everything? Are we gonna face Hill Geigars? It was really Hill Gigas, but it was translated as Hill Geigars. Are we gonna face Hill Geigars or, what's her face? Fucking Lonnie, maybe? Any of the shit in the Aoife tree? I know short isn't until next expansion. Or next, 7.4, 7.5, or 7.5. Oh! The Cat Opal boss! Oh! From the fucking Trino Arena! Oh, this is so dope. 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 I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Okay, I'm guessing all the rock formations are... He's gonna have an eye attack I have to keep out for... to avoid getting petrified. Oh, fucking hell. Whoa, cool. I can figure that shit out. Okay, so then I think we'll also... So then I'm calling my shot. The next fight is a griffin? Maybe? Oh, shit. Oh, fucking hell. Everybody, get close, hug it out. Motherfucker wants to scream and shout. We're not gonna let him win. We're gonna kick his ass right in. I don't know what I'm saying, dog. I just know I'm saying it. Bedeviling light again? Yep, cool. But I got you one for the one time. With the Ouroboros. Ouroboros, whatever the fuck. Cool. He's Dungeon Rings. Sweet. He is Dungeon Rings. What is my gear at? 7. I can do item comparison. What the fuck am I doing? No. That's a pass. That's different class. And that's different. Okay, cool. This is so fucking dope, man. Oh, this is the shit I love 14 for. I don't got any other way to put it. Of course. It's the thing I definitively have better in slot for. Oh, I didn't need those. Okay, whatever. Shit! Out of the way. I try not to do that very much. I try not to just sit and hum out music, because it's like, I know this is gonna sound stupid, but like, legitimately speaking, it's like least common denominator of like stuff that a streamer can be doing is just like humming out the music or whatever, because there's no thought, there's no anything, it's just literally regurgitating. But I do indulge sometimes, especially like this, and it's mostly just where I'm like, yeah, I'm doing this because I'm so passionate about the source, and like I really love this thing. I'm not filling space in the absence of being able to come up with something. I'm filling space with this shit on purpose because this shit kicks ass. That's also from the, yeah, these are all from the Underground Arena in Trina. Amdusius, that's what it was. Really curious what the, oh god. I'm gonna stand right in the middle. Okay, yep, okay, cool. Okay, over here. Okay. So far, pretty simple. Okay. Oh, shit. Oh, hell! Shit. Ran into that one, unfortunately, but it's... Okay, he's about to do orbs again, I think. Just gut feelings. No, 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 no! I missed, I was trying to do Final Lash. Yep, cool. Or Death Rattle. Last Lash is the AoE one. Okay. Okay. Oh, this shit again. Come on, come on, come on. Let me get this in first. Cool. I think over here, probably where it makes the most sense. Cool. No, wait. Too soon. Too soon. Sweet. Baby, mood up, dude up, shoot up. Okay. Easy peasies. I feel like in the Trino arena, there were 3 fights that I remember. The Griffin, the Catobelphus, and the Amdusius. I don't think there was another one, so now I'm trying to think. But I could be wrong. So then the question becomes, is it Ravulmagia? The thingy you face in... Oh, you're right. There was a dragon. I was saying the thingy you face in the what's-it-who's-it? In the ride carriage ride with Dagger, Steiner, and I think Marcus also was on the team at that time. But you're right. There was a dragon fight there as well. Fuck, the Jabberwocks are endgame enemy. This is so good. This is so good. God, I hope Evercold does some of this with FF4, like, take me to the fucking sewers of Eblin. Take me to Mount Ordeals. The Fey March. Unfortunately for the Fey March, they already did both Asura and Leviathan, so I know that wouldn't work. Oh, they've done every FF4 boss now that I think about it. The Griffin, you motherfucker. I said Griffin. I said Griffin. I fucking said Griffin. It was a feint. It was a feint. I remembered. I'm trying to think, is there literally a single boss from FF4 we have not had? There was the early Mist Dragon fight, there was Octokraken, there was Mom Bomb, there was all the Elemental Fiends, Lugaborg and Barnabas, Calcabrina, all of the various Feymarch summons. Son of a bitch. Really just maybe the lunar bosses, and even then they're reskins, so it doesn't really count. You know what? They might drop Baigen in there. That I could see. Oh, fuck. Shit. Alright. Alright. This feels really fucking targeted, given anybody who knows me knows that lightning is my favorite element. Feels really targeted and really bullshit. How dare you kill me with my favorite thing? You're killing me with my favorite thing. Or one of my favorite things, but like close enough. That would be like Karako getting murdered by Selma Hayek. Oh shit. Okay. Sweet. Okay. I'm figuring shit out. I be learning. There's a pretty consistent chance that going into these, I am gonna die to these mechanics. At least once. But I will learn from my mistakes. Eventually. Shit. Shit! Move just a fucking tick to the side at the exact wrong second. I've had it on event this whole time. Is that the auction house? Are we at the auction house? Bangle? Is it the bangle that I'm replacing? Yes, cool. Toss the bangle right here. Boom. Slight tick increase. Sweet. Cool. I took a tank privilege and didn't move on purpose. I knew I could take that hit. Yeah, well, I could not. I missed my tank privilege. That's what I get for playing a fucking DPS.
And the perimeter is clear. Good work, everyone.
Okay.
And a big thank you to our helpers, whoever you are.
Who the fuck could this be?
Now, we have a tiny bit of clearing up ahead of us. You know what to do.
Our helpers, were we being watched?
So, the city endures. And it is in much better shape than expected.
That's the opera house. I mean, not the opera house, the auction house.
Destruction without. The people here must have gone to great lengths to maintain all of this.
If it wasn't for us having already dealt with Melty Gemini, I would have said like, oh, Zorn and Thorn are fucking showing up.
Though it is smaller in scale.
this would be the place
not
to deploy
quite
them.
as effective, if the breach we witnessed is any indication. I fear such incidents may be common here.
Thunderous heavens! It's been years since we've had visitors.
Who is this? It's a woman's voice. Is this gonna be Queen Braun? No. Oh, they're just all Milala. Just a fucking gaggle of them. Oh, she got wrinkles. No judgment, I'm just saying, noticing.
I am Miaili, the mayor of Treno. Allow me to welcome you to our city.
This shit is Trino in my heart.
Thank you for the assistance with our little monster problem just now.
Do you remember her?
Might I ask your name, miss? Though I have an inkling I know it already.
But of course, I am Sphene of Alexandria.
By the way, Raiders already have been introduced to Jabberwocks and we're already
As I thought. It truly beggars belief. I once heard the strangest of reports from one of ours who went to Alexandria, you see. That despite the intervening years, the Queen had not aged a day. And sure enough,
Jabberwocks, gimme cats, and yams.
stepped out of an old oil portrait mere moments ago. Though you must forgive me if this takes some getting used to. It is an honor to meet you, Your Majesty. I look forward to hearing the tale from your own lips. I imagine it won't be an easy one to tell. But please.
Yans can eat the gnarliest of dick.
What happened
Fuck those guys.
to Alexandria?
I see. From your perspective, it must have looked as though we were wiped from the face of the star.
Well, yeah, you ceased to exist, dog.
One day, we lost all contact with our people in Alexandria. Scouting party sent to investigate reported that not only the barrier, but Alexandria itself was gone. Nary a stone to mark where it had stood.
Okay.
What you must have gone through, not knowing what became of us. But know that Alexandria yet survives, albeit in a distant land. Her and her people. I can tell you the whole tale from beginning to end, but first, might I ask your permission to remain in Treno for a time?
Of course you can. You and your companions have already done us a
Imagine if she was like, no!
more than welcome
Get
to
the
enjoy
fuck
our
out!
hospitality. Now,
That bird was named Jeffrey!
We needn't keep standing in the middle of the street.
I shall join them. Even with the precautions we've taken, it remains to be seen if Sven's condition will remain stable.
Ooh, good call. She could
I
split
suspect,
into
however, that the
multiple
rest
scenes.
of you would rather be out and about. Consider this my blessing.
In light of our purpose here, a tour of the city is indeed in order.
I presume you have no objection?
Hell no. We don't be objecting shit like that. Entire
With your
mechanic took
permission, then.
2 months. Oh my god, I
But
would
before we go,
murder someone.
allow me to introduce myself as well. I am Cryle, and I hope to learn more of this city and its people. Would it offend if we were to ask a few questions? Perhaps as we work alongside you, aiding you in whatever ways you may require.
You needn't fret. Treno folk are as friendly as they come. As for aid,
Y'all good?
if you're willing, you might speak with my grandson Lummel. That was his voice you heard earlier. You'll find him serving herbal remedies to the others.
Thank you for your guidance. We shall seek him out first.
Hell yeah. Man, I use mounts within Trina. I will say Treno. Just to fucking placate anybody who wants to be about that life, but I have no choice if I'm here. This would technically be faster. I have no choice. This has to be the mount I ride. This has to be the song that plays. Bridge Street. And that's the gazebo leading to the Queen of Stelazio's mansion. Is this laid out exactly? Oh my fucking god, it is. It's laid out like the game. This is so dope. This is so dope. This makes me so happy, y'all. This genuinely makes me so happy. What up, Shan? Shan, I was just remarking the streets of Treno, like, it's laid out like in FF9. Because Treno, I don't know, like, I'm just, so that's why I was looking, I was like, wait, pause. This is the stone steps, that's the gazebo, which means that leads to the Queen of Stelazio's mansion. It's like, oh shit, I know this place. Why, if it isn't our new friends! Thanks again for making short work of our foes. If you've gone to the trouble of seeking me out, I can only assume it's for good reason. You want to help me? Odd, but I'll consider it. Before anything else, though, I must insist you drink our signature remedy, Sleepless Rhapsody. Everyone's a fan. You might find it the teensiest touch too sour for your taste, but it'll set you all right. Just tip it down your throat. Oh, I have to just... Drink!
Well, what do you think? It's a traditional Malala recipe.
Okay. We need to talk about this. We need to talk about this. Bro, what do you mean you have both your traps and your fucking like, abs showing while wearing a top. Is this two-tone, or I'm not shitting myself, right? This is a top that's just like a fucking... That is a stripper shirt. Under a firefighter's jacket. I know a male stripper when I see a male stripper. That's a male stripper. Who decided to put on some goggles. And and the earrings? Dog, that's a male stripper. That's a fucking male stripper. I have eyes that can see, ears that can hear. That's what that is. Shower.
Got that right. Don't worry.
Yep.
The tingling means it's work.
That's not two-tone. This motherfucker's a stripper. You cannot convince me otherwise. It's fine. It's cool. We support sex workers here in this house. Okay? Get your bag, bro. But I know what you are. I know what you are.
I'm put in mind of the gelatin I had at the studium. Nutritious, they assured me.
Oh, I can relate all too well. It's not unlike the syrup Lena used to make. Black as pitch and sour as sin. Though, there is no better cure for fatigue.
You know, Raha, going to bed at a reasonable hour would be the best cure.
You and I both know y'all ain't doing that shit.
Oh, that's... I do feel shockingly refreshed.
No pun intended. But also pun intended.
Perhaps it stimulates the body's ability to process ether and hastens regenerative functions.
Indeed, it does. It also counteracts some of the effects of excess lightning, and helps to calm the nerves besides.
Which is why you serve it whenever there's a breach in the barrier.
Our Malala ancestors came from the lushest of lands, so they developed all sorts of natural remedies. We strive to carry on their traditions. And I'm sure you see why. Really hits the spot, doesn't it? Now, welcome to Treno.
Yeah. Okay, you and your fucking whey protein and non-fat Greek yogurt really hit the spot. I forgot to introduce myself, didn't I? Well, I'm Lummel. That was me announcing our victory earlier. And since Grandmother sent you to help with repairs, you'll know I'm her grandson. I'm in charge of resolving any problems the people of Treno may have. My favorite kinds of work include taste-testing menu items, carrying medium-sized objects, searching for lost possessions of immense value. Oh, and it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. He's a stripper. Can't fucking lie to me, dog. Ah, yes, the repairs. Are you certain you want to be put to work? If you've come all the way out to visit us, you must have had more important things in mind. And you've already helped protect the city. Actually, our goal was to ascertain the present state of the Mist Continent. The whole continent? Did you come from across the sea? Not exactly. We've actually come from Alexandria. Alexandria? Are you quite sure? No, sorry. Of course you're sure. It'd be rude of me to doubt you. It's not every day that we get visitors, let alone from a nation that up and vanished. I know that it must come as something of a shock, but this is our first time in Treno, and we should like to get to know the city and its people. That is why we propose lending a hand to those in need. I see! In that case, why don't you help distribute this remedy to the rest of our people? Ordinarily, everyone would have already come for a cup, but the fiends made quite a mess this time. Might be a while before some can step away from their work. Never fear, though. Even if their hands are busy, they'll be more than happy to spare a few words to fascinating folks from afar. We would appreciate that. Thank you, Lummel. You're the ones doing me a favor, honestly. Here, take this batch. I'll deliver some to town halls. You can attend to areas you haven't seen yet. Okay. Okay. If we split up, we can spend more time speaking with the locals while ensuring everyone receives the remedy promptly. Could you each take a portion? Of course. I haven't had my fill of conversation yet. I, too, should be glad to dole out a few servings. Wonderful. Let me divide this up. Anoriand, why don't you make rounds of the southern part of the city? Raha and I shall tend to the north. Right, let's go and acquire some insights. All right. Oh, you must be one of those visitors Lummel mentioned. Odd place to be visiting, though. Oh, you came to deliver the remedy. Thank you kindly. I was hauling beast carcasses in for processing and copped a good dose of discharged energy for my troubles. It brought on the levin sickness something fierce. Still, we don't go hunting outside the barrier, so we don't want to waste any part of the creatures that find their way in. Pelts that are highly charged with lightning ether are the most valuable, of course. Tan them with the right stuff, and you can turn them into protective clothing that keeps you from getting zapped. The beasts you felled will all be put to good use. Thanks again! Oh, wait. It's right here. You're that mighty monster slayer I saw earlier. It's an honor. And you brought Sleepless Rhapsody? Bless you. I'm dead on my feet after that battle. We don't usually have that many beasts breaking through at once. Practice keep one's skills sharp, though, so in a way I'm glad for it. And I learned a thing or two from watching you. Oh, I can hardly wait to get to work on my grimoire. I have a number of ideas for improved geometries. The thoughtful application of new learning is what keeps our ancestors' magic alive and flourishing. There's a fresh face if ever I saw one. And what's that in your hand? Oh, don't mind if I do. Safety inspections take priority, but the battle doesn't feel over until I've had a cup of Sleepless Rhapsody. I'm proud to say that I have some small part in preparing it too. The herbs come from my very own growery. One of the greatest discoveries of all time is that seeds carried in by invading creatures can be cultivated into remarkable plants. Plants with the potential to mitigate the lightning's effects. And with as many hides as we have this time, not to mention stomachs, it's entirely possible we'll find new varieties of herbs among our harvest. Am I making him sound like Ringo Starr? Yes. Is there a reason? No! Just earlier I was reminded of one of my favorite lines ever, which is the infamous interview where someone was asking, I can't remember if it was Paul or George, but the Beatles were being interviewed. I can't remember if it was Paul or George who said it, but basically they asked, is Ringo the best drummer in the world? And they said, Ringo Starr the best drummer in the world? They said, Ringo Starr's not even the best drummer in the Beatles. Between the three of us, we ought to have covered every area aside from Lummel's. One of the people I spoke with asked me to pass something along to him, but he hasn't returned yet. In the meantime, shall we discuss what we've learned?
Fascinating. I appreciate your thoroughness in recounting the details. I too learned much, as I helped to treat the injured's wounds. The Malala's curative magics appear identical to Spheen's. This means that either her tutor was a Malala as well, or that the art had spread all throughout the Ninth. Then there are the symbols and tomes, which are highly reminiscent of Arcanima. If these elements indeed originated with the arcane geometries of the South Sea Isles, as in the source, 'tis curious that they have developed in so similar a manner on this shard.
Mm-hmm. That actually is weird.
Mind you don't share that with any of the other graduates of the Faculty of the Arcane, lest they beat you to publication.
Did you learn aught of note, Raha?
I spoke with one of Treno's storekeepers about how they obtain their supplies. Though they are few and far between, other settlements yet exist on the Mist Continent, with a rail system facilitating the flow of goods between them. Unfortunately, barrier breaches trigger an emergency failsafe on the main line, so the train is presently stopped at a midway point until operations can resume. There are also maritime routes, but they see only occasional use. Often, as now, Treno must make do with what is to hand.
Huh. Train stopped halfway. Again, FF9. Though in this case it wasn't it was
this constant state of scarcity.
The Gungan
Much
Rue,
of Treno's populace
I think was the
suffers
name
from
of the
living sickness, not to mention the frequent attacks on the city and the resulting casualties.
Gargan Rue, where they had the
Yet everyone
thingy
we've spoken with seems undaunted
that
by
was like
these
a
hardships.
carriage being carried
They
by
are
like
not
a.
only surviving, they are happy in spite of it all.
I think it was Gargan Rue.
Where there is life, there is hope. And when one believes in a better future, a tomorrow even the slightest bit brighter than today, there is naught to be done but build it.
Correct.
Until stone by stone, a city rises.
A noble city with noble purpose.
Oh, he's fucked up.
Is all the matter, Lummel?
I think I've dropped something and now I can't find it anywhere. I'm doomed.
Oh, is it this by chance? While I was distributing the remedy, I was asked to pass it along to you.
It's a cage! Yes, I need it for my act!
Yes! That's it! Yes! I'm not doomed.
Is that a tracking device?
You've a keen eye for technology. This thing picks up on the ether of the creatures that get through the barrier.
Okay.
That explains how you knew when they'd been vanquished.
Exactly. It shouldn't show anything now, but I can switch it on like so.
Like so. Yep, keep clicking.
No, she's going to kill me! Say, how'd you like to meet my sister Ayane? She's an electrope engineer, so she knows all sorts of interesting stuff.
I take it she also built that device.
So he's a stripper and a nerd.
Oh yes, that's my sister. She's a genius. Everyone says so. And she won't kill me in front of other people. Probably. I mean, wouldn't it be interesting to watch her work? Maybe you can even help. It'd be, you know, edifying?
Come on,
Please,
dog.
I beg you. Please.
Have you been on the internet? Lewd and nerdy is kind of common. That's actually fair and true and honest.
I suppose that's that then.
Okay. I am feeling... Is there a way to... Yeah. I'm curious about something. Let me see it real quick. Actually, let me swap to this because it's faster. Trying to check something real quick. Hold on. Okay. You okay, Gishnan? You do not have to go to the hospital. Because you got poked, you just need to clean it out and then put a band-aid. No, yes, if you don't clean it out, which means you're gonna have to use, like, tell Vova when you get here, she'll put alcohol and she'll disinfect it. That's all you gotta do. They don't have any weird bacteria or anything. It's just from it being an open wound. What happened? Jesus. Please get home safe, buddy. Yeah, just tell Vova she'll clean it up when you get home. Okay, love you. I'm streaming. Love you, bye. No, I gotta deal with that, actually. I was already thinking this is actually a good point to, you know, cut things here. So, here's what's gonna happen. I am gonna cut off here. I will be back either tomorrow or Friday. I would like it to be tomorrow. It will be Friday if I can't make tomorrow work. But I will do one or the other before the weekend, because I don't have a very heavy workload this week. So we will continue one of those 2 days, and what I will do is I will clear through the remainder of 7.4, and then I think rather than jumping into 7.5, I will sideline over to do Vanity L shit and try and clear that up before we clear up 7.5. So, thank you all so very much for hanging out with me. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I thank y'all. Till next time. I'll catch you.